These are his top 3 least favorite minority groups. Starting with number 3.
Sri Lankans.
We were really concerned you might just drop the N-word right from the top there.
And you thought that's what he was going to say first because that's most likely what you were thinking yourself and or maybe what you were hoping he would say or wanted him to say. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Your heart, we are seeing its abundance right now. And this is why we say that Black people be living in the people's heads rent-free. Because like, what is this?
My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except Black people.
No, but what's so funny about what this man just said? Why are they laughing so hard in the background? People are getting unalived during these raids. People are getting displaced. Children are getting hurt. Women are getting sexually assaulted during and after these raids. There are even talks about people getting trafficked after they've been picked up by ICE. A lot of people are getting seriously harmed by the things that they are doing. But he said that his only problem with the ICE raids is that they are not going after Black people. Like, what kind of evil am I looking at here? What is wrong with this individual? Like, he's literally calling for harm to happen against Black Americans. That's what he did here. And it's crazy because he could have constructed this quote-unquote joke of his to advocate against the evil that is ICE and all that they are doing. But no, he decided to go the route of, oh, do the harm to Black people to like, how sick of an individual really are you for your brain to be working like this? For those who don't know who this man is, his name is Hans Kim and apparently he's a comedian. And I too did not know who he was until yesterday when I had the unfortunate experience of this video appearing on my FYP on TikTok.
I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You're just giving them more room to breathe. But I understand, can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport Black people? Yeah, I'm actually training for the 3-gun competition right now.
Notice how uncomfortable the Black men in the background are. See, honestly, I get it. Yes, comedians, they have to do their job, and sometimes their job comes with them making jokes out of certain sensitive situations sometimes. But there have got to be a limit. There's got to be some kind of threshold that we as a society should collectively agree upon that we should not cross and make jokes out of. And the ICE raids should be one of these things. Joking about calling harm on a particular group of people should be one of these things. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Black woman. I'm saying this because I'm a human being with sense, human being with empathy, a human being with morals that understands that the ICE raid isn't something that we should be speaking about in this manner, like it's something good that's going on and that everybody should be getting it. Like, this is effed up.
Of course, he says that out of all people, Deputy White, yeah, right? Because in his mind, he views people in a hierarchy, right? He thinks, oh, we can assimilate to white people. At least we're better than Black people. Like, come on, guys. Why don't you finally accept this, white people? Finally accept this. We're one. That'll never fucking happen. You know, if white people, white supremacists, they stay consistent to the idea that they think they're better than everyone, including the people that are trying to beg them for acceptance. I want to assimilate to white culture, please. I'm better than the other minorities, please. So when they see something like this happen, right, with ICE, in their minds, it shouldn't happen like this. Hold on a second. Why are you deporting us and not Black people? I thought all I had to do was hate on Black people to gain your love, to prove my loyalty. But you hate me too? Why? But I'm willing to bow down to you. Doesn't work like that.
And the fact that he brought up the racist stereotype of Black people being criminals into the joke, right? Trying to say, oh, if the ICE get them, that's going to be some kind of crime control if you go and get the Black people. But the people that he is calling for in this joke of his to go and get Black people are literally committing crimes themselves, like ICE. Federal agents or not, I don't care. They are literally committing crimes. Not only against the law, if we really want to follow the law, they don't have or should not have right to be doing what they are doing, but they are also committing crimes against humanity here. But this is the organization that he's calling to go and crime control. Like, what are we talking about? You see how that fact went over his head?
And another thing that pissed me off about this video is that this comedian is not even attractive. If you're gonna be making jokes, can you at least be attractive? Because at least you don't even have the halo effect to save you. Where's your halo effect? Where's your halo effect? Okay? So shut up about it already. Oh, but it's jokes. Look at the comments. Everyone is like, true. Finally, someone said it. And all of those accounts are Asians. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are so pathetic, Doug. So the problem here was never white supremacy. The problem was we just want to be a part of white supremacy, even though we're not white, but we want to be white. So please, just let us join so we can hate on black people together. That was the goal here, wasn't it? Holy. You know, I once watched a video of this white girl saying there's nothing more embarrassing to her than when she's hanging out with like her friends that are minorities and they try to talk bad about their own race or other races to try and get along with white people. And she thought, okay, that's kind of cringe and it's embarrassing. And I'm like, I agree. I agree. To go to this comedy club and that black guy sitting there pretending that the joke is funny. You, dude, I'll never be one of those black guys that go to a comedy show. First of all, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I only like black comedians anyway. I've never seen a comedian that isn't black. All the comedians I know are all black. So I never have to worry about that anyway. Anyway.
I don't know about the black guy that was pretending that it was funny parts that he mentioned, because the black guys that I saw in that video, they seemed uncomfortable to me. But you guys let me know how you saw it. Or maybe there is another angle of another black guy entirely that he's referring to right now. But the ones that I saw, they did not seem like they were enjoying the quote-unquote jokes.
Black Americans in the audience were not laughing, and this man clearly is not living up to his stereotype of being smart, because there's no such thing as an undocumented Black American. Black Americans cannot be deported. And he want to talk about crime. Let's talk about the massage parlors, right? All that human trafficking, all that sex trafficking. Where do you think the terms came from? Me love you long time. Human trafficking, sex trafficking, maybe ICE need to pay K-Town a visit. Maybe ICE need to pay Chinatown a visit, because I'm pretty sure they could save a lot of kidnapped women, a lot of women that's being trafficked from these industries. So it's funny how, you know, nobody wish harm. The Black American community never wish harm on another community, but the hate is always out there towards Black Americans. No one's even thinking about Asians, right? And you have this joke. What about the ICE jokes? The people who's rounding people up, right? Then Trump said like 80% ICE agents was like Latino or something like that. What about the jokes towards the Latino community that's actually rounding y'all up, right? Man, the hate is real. There's no allies.
So after that initial video appeared on my FYP yesterday, I thought I should look into him a bit following the TikTok search recommendation bar. And I came by this video.
These are his top 3 least favorite minority groups. Starting with number 3.
Sri Lankans.
We were really concerned you might just drop the N-word right from the top there.
And you thought that's what he was going to say first, because that's most likely what you were thinking yourself, and or maybe what you were hoping he would say or wanted him to say. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Your heart, we are seeing its abundance right now. And this is why we say that Black people be living in the people's heads rent-free. Because, like, what is this? There are so many different minority groups. Why was Black people the first that came to your mind? And worse, even the N-word. Why was that the first that came to your mind? Like, this whole thing is just effed up. But let's continue.
All right, here we are, back to the show. The number 2 least favorite group of immigrants.
Native Americans.
What level of stupid is this? Native Americans are not immigrants, for crying out loud. But like, what's going on? These people just created this platform so they can, with style, and they're not even using all that much style because it's blatant, right? So they can, you know, under some kind of guise of joke, be raid to the seas, openly raid to the seas to several different people, and show to the world even that they are not smart, they are not educated. Because, like, what do you mean Native Americans when we're talking about immigrants? Like, hello, what's going on?
What is it about the Native Americans that you don't like?
They're poor and dirty.
See, I'm so pissed right now. Like, this video has me all the way effed up. Hating a group of people, or not liking a group of people, or them not being your part of your favorite group of people because they are poor. And the fact that if we really want to break down why the Native Americans are poor, it all ties back to the fact that their lands got stolen, they got pushed into reservations and all of the systemic issues that they have to deal with. And this one is on the screen. Oh, like I'm so angry right now, guys. You people don't understand the fact that this kind of question even exists. Like, why are we asking people who your least favorite minority groups are to begin with? Like, why is that even a question? And like my blood is boiling. I'm so angry right now, guys. This one is just him, the Hans Kim character. He's just there tap dancing for them people. He's kissing up to them, licking their ASSEs for whatever reason. That's all this is. This is some serious self-hatred situation we're watching in real time. Because he hates himself, he hates that he's a minority. He is trying to make himself feel better, not only by kissing up to these people in hopes that, like that brother said earlier, right, maybe one day he too will be accepted into the white club. So he takes this self-hatred a step further by shitting on other minority group in hopes that that will make him feel better about the fact that he's not part of the, majority, the white group. That's what this is. And it's just so sad. I wish these self-hating people would leave other people out of their self-hatred. I wish they would just go seek therapy or something and leave other people alone. Because, like, why do other people have to now get dragged and get insulted and get dehumanized and degraded because you don't love the fact that you are Asian? You don't love yourself. Like, go deal with that and leave other people out of it. It's just sad. But see who is at number one.
There's one to go, everybody. The number one least favorite minority group, according to Hans Kim, is
The blacks.
he's up on the stool.
Yup. Unsurprisingly, we did make it to the list. We are standing strong there at number one. And I'm very glad I came by this clip because there are people who would see that initial video at the beginning and still want to make excuses for him and say, oh, he wasn't being a racist, it's just joke. But this video proves that no, it wasn't just joke. This person don't like black people and a lot of other people. Apparently, he's giving us his top 3. I wonder who else is on the list, right? The first community, he even mentioned Sri Lanka, is part of his own community, the Asian community. So what we are looking at here is a self-hating racist Asian. That's crazy. And before I forget, to those 2 black men that were in this video shining their 32, like what was going on here was okay or funny in any capacity, you guys should be ashamed of yourself because you should know better. I thought at least the one that stood up at some point and was frowning was going to stand up or say something against this, but no. He later on sat back down, and towards the end, some of you probably missed it, but towards the end when he was sitting down or when he sat down, whatever, he smiled. And the fact that he did that, I don't know, but it kind of pissed me off because initially I thought, okay, he was going to stand up, right? He was maybe protesting against what was going on by him frowning, saying that, okay, I'm not in support of this, but then he smiled at the end. I'm like, oh, so what were you doing frowning then? Was it that he thought initially that this is wrong and he wasn't cool with it, hence the frown, but then decided to smile because maybe him frowning and airing how he truly felt about the situation might cost him something? I mean, I don't know who these people are, who he is, and what this setup is about and what his position is there, but I'm just speculating going off of the clip, right? Thinking about the possibilities of why his reaction was like that. Did he end up smiling and acting cool because maybe if he didn't, he may lose something? Is this some kind of tap dancing going on as well? These are my thoughts on the situation, but I want to know, what do you guys think about all of this? Have you heard about this Hans guy before? What's your take on comedians joking about any and every situation, regardless of how sensitive they can be or are, as the case may be in this video? With him joking about the ICE raids in the manner that he did, do you think comedians should have free flow and right to be able to joke about any situation, regardless of how maybe even dangerous or toxic they can be for people? Do you think this is okay, or do you think, just like me, we should have a limit? Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation there. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, as always, I'll be catching you guys in the next one.